don't know, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the sun.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Brooklyn Bulls. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
The turnover on downs.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Hill. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 37. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Samuels. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Samuels. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
A gain of 3.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this time, he is in. Yes. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14. Bulls 7.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Indianapolis.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Hill on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap for Hill. Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Hill. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Burton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Johnson on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And again this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Hill. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Johnson jostles free. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go around.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And a hit this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.